The Diary of Samuel Pepys, 13th of July, 1660. Up early, the first day that I put on my black camlet coat with silver buttons. To Mr. Spong, whom I found in his nightgown writing of my patent, and he had done as far as he could, for that by 8 o'clock. It being done, we carried it to Worcester House to the Chancellor, where Mr. Kipps, a strange providence that he should now be in a condition to do me a kindness which I never thought him capable of doing for me, got me the Chancellor's recipe to my bill, and so carried it to Mr. Beale for a docket, but he was very angry and unwilling to do it, because he said it was ill writ, because I had got it writ by another hand and not by him. But by much importunity I got Mr. Spong to go to his office and make an end of my patent, and in the meantime Mr. Beale to be preparing my docket, which being done, I did give him 2 pieces, after which it was strange how civil and tractable he was to me. From thence I went to the Navy Office, where we dispatched much business, and resolved of the houses for the officers and commissioners, which I was glad of, and I got leave to have a door made me into the leads. From thence much trouble in mind about my patent. I went to Mr. Beale again, who had now finished my patent and made it ready for the seal. About an hour after I went to meet him at the Chancellor's. So I went away towards Westminster, and in my way met with Mr. Spong, and went with him to Mr. Lilly and ate some bread and cheese, and drank with him, who still would be given me counsel of getting my patent out, for fear of another change, and my Lord Montague's fall. After that to Worcester House, where, by Mr. Kipps' means, and my pressing in General Montague's name to the Chancellor, I did, beyond all expectation, get my seal passed. And while it was doing in one room, I was forced to keep Sir George Carteret, who by chance met me there, ignorant of my business, in talk, while it was a-doing. Went home and brought my wife with me into London, and some money, with which I paid Mr. Beale £9 in all, and took my patent of him, and went to my wife again, whom I had left in a coach at the door of Hind Court, and presented her with my patent, at which she was overjoyed. So to the Navy Office, and showed her my house, and were both mightily pleased at all things there, and so to my business. So home, and with her, leaving her at her mother's door, I to my lord's, where I dispatched an order for a ship to fetch Sir R. Honeywood home, for which I got 2 pieces of my Lady Honeywood by young Mr. Powell. Late writing letters, and great doings of music at the next house, which was Wally's, the king and dukes there with Madam Palmer, a pretty woman they have a fancy to make her husband a cuckold. Here, at the old door that did go into his lodgings, my lord and I and Will Howe did stand listening a great while to the music. After that, home to bed. This day I should have been at Guildhall to have borne witness for my brother Hawley against Black Collar, but I could not, at which I was troubled. To bed with the greatest quiet of mind that I have had a great while, having ate nothing but a bit of bread and cheese at Lily's today, and a bit of bread and butter after I was abed.